Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, this is Hopeful Chewbacca back at the Church of Chewbacca, and today we're going to give an in-depth true review of the first two headliners that came out. Set 1, which was the 2016 postseason Josh Donaldson, as well as the brand new Set 2 headliner, prospect CJ Abrams, that is a shortstop prospect for the San Diego Padres. What an in-depth true review includes is a 1 through 5 Chewie rating, as well as we're going to go over some of their real-life attributes for what the card's based off of. In the prospect case, we're going to go over his prospect rankings in real life, as well as go over the attributes and determine how good of a card they really are. Let's get into it. 2016 postseason Josh Donaldson. After his 2015 MVP campaign, Josh Donaldson had another very good year in 2016 for the Toronto Blue Jays, and he tore the cover off the ball in the postseason. He batted .417, had an on-base percentage of .462, a slugging of .667, an OPS of 1.128. He had 1 home run, 5 RBIs, and 6 doubles in 3 separate series. He batted 15 for 36, so he definitely tore the cover off the ball as mentioned. He had a good postseason. The Toronto Blue Jays obviously lost in the ALCS against the Texas Rangers that year. Looking at his attributes on the card, he has 87 contact versus righty, 84 contact versus lefty, 88 power versus righty, 76 power versus lefty with 74 vision, 103 discipline, 107 clutch. His fielding is 82 with 83 arm strength, 81 arm accuracy, 70 reaction, 51 speed, 23 stealing, and 16 base running aggressiveness. What I would say about this Jodo is that I think his contact should have been a little bit higher in the card. He probably should have been in the mid-90s based on him batting .417 and his OBP being .462. However, I do think they have his power numbers right. He didn't really slug any home runs, even though his OPS is very high. He had a lot of doubles and hits, but he didn't really hit a lot of home runs, so I'm okay with the power. He obviously hit more for power against righties. The 1 home run he had was against a right-handed pitcher, but I do think his contact should have just been a little bit higher. As for the card's attributes itself, mid to high 80s on the contact, good power against righties, pretty good power against lefties. Jodo has one of the best swings in the game. The vision's a little bit low at 74 for a 90 overall. I do like his fielding. He's a little bit faster than what his live series card is. I think the reaction should have been a little bit higher. Jodo was playing at almost a Gold Glove level in this years of 2015, 2016. I think he might even won the Gold Glove this year, if I'm not mistaken. He did not. He was just a silver slugger. However, he was an all-star, and he had a very good glove. So I think that maybe he should have had maybe a higher fielding rating, but he didn't. So we're going to rate this card, I think, 4 Chewies. He's about 36,000 stubs on the market if you want to just buy him outright. So he's not too expensive. I think 4 Chewies is a pretty fair rating for this Josh Donaldson at this point in the game, especially with his very, what I would like to say is a glitchy swing. I like his swing a lot. I'm sure others do as well. I do wish they would have made his contact a little bit higher based off his batting average, though. .417 is a high batting average in the playoffs. Prospect CJ Abrams. In the last year, CJ Abrams' stock has only risen. He was a top 100 prospect no matter what. However, he's risen into almost the top 10 in all 3 of the different prospect rating systems that I like to reference. As in Baseball America, he's number 11. Baseball Prospectus, he's number 10. And then in the MLB, he's number 8. So very high rated prospect. I think he's going to be a monster when he finally gets to the league. However, he's a shortstop, and they have Tatis. They have Manny Machado at third base. Their second baseman has been Cronenworth. So I'm not sure if Abrams is ever going to cut the MLB roster, at least not for the next couple years. I'm sure he will because of service time and whatnot. They'll probably hold him in the minors till he's in his early 20s and then bring him up. And I'm sure he'll be a stud. However, prospect-wise, he's a monster. He's number 2 in the Padres organization behind Mackenzie Gore, who's still number 1 and was also number 1 last year, if I'm not mistaken. Looking at his prospect ratings out of 80, these are 20 to 80 scores. He has 60 for hitting, 80 for running. So he's super fast, as you can see from his card. If you get this guy to the 4th parallel, he's going to, actually the 3rd parallel, he's going to be max speed at 99. He's 96 right now. So the running makes sense at the 80, the max you can get. 60 fielding, then his power is 50, arm is 55, and his overall is a 60. Very good prospect within the organization. Let's look at his attributes. He has 91 contact versus righty, 87 contact versus lefty, 59 power versus righty, 52 power versus lefty with 90 vision. He is left-handed batting and right-handed throwing. Obviously, being an infielder, he's going to be right-handed throwing, but he bats left-handed. He can also play second base and all over the outfield on top of shortstop. As I mentioned, that he right now is obviously probably not going to be a shortstop in the Padres organization. They signed Tatis to 80-year contract. So He's going to probably have to switch his position at some point in time as his primary. For his fielding, is 84 fielding, 75 arm strength, 74 arm accuracy, 85 reaction. Then his speed is where this card really shines. 96 speed, 95 stealing, 96 base running aggressiveness. Now, he doesn't have the best pop. I haven't really used his swing, so I don't know if he's a good swing or not. I'm assuming it's going to be at least okay. Most of the prospects don't have too goofy of swings. Some of the older legends have the ones that have like the goofy swings that are kind of loopy, hard to swing with, on top of Giancarlo Stanton, who has that stupid inward swing that he has. But what I will say, very good contact, so he's going to be top of the lineup guy, or maybe your 8th hitter. The power is not great, but I think he's going to have just enough power to hit those loopy hits, kind of like the Tony Gwynn does every year when he comes out. And he has great vision, so he could be kind of a long-term pick. Defensively, he can play everywhere. I'm sure he's going to flag down fly balls in the outfield. Playing shortstop or second base, he's going to have a tremendous amount of range. I really like this Abrams this early in the game. I'm going to give him 4.5 Chewies. He's not a power guy. You're going to need him to be at the top of your lineup or at the bottom of your lineup, but I think defensively he makes a difference right now in this game, and I'm going to give him 4.5 Chewies because I really like the way his attributes are. Good vision, good contact. That's what you like to see in this type of card, with that tremendous speed as well as good reaction and fielding. I think he'll be a good prospect, a good card for a lot of players, so I'm going to give him 4.5 Chewies. Let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. That's going to wrap up the true review of the Set 1 headliner, Josh Donaldson, as well as the Set 2 headliner for CJ Abrams. Let me know what you guys think about the two cards. I think they're both pretty good cards for this point in the game. It's very early on, so 90 overalls are pretty high diamonds. Obviously, there's some better players in the game right now, but I really like the way the Abrams look. I think he's a little bit better than Donaldson, as his Chewie rating showed. I'd love to hear what your guys' thoughts are on these two cards. Always like to have a discussion about it, so leave a comment down below. As always, I appreciate all of your guys' support. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share this video with any of your friends that play MLB The Show 21. You guys have a great day and be safe.